My prayers and thoughts are with Doug. We miss him. We don't like him when he's here, but we miss him now. But you know, that's what life's all about, and he's been a big part of around for this organization for so many years. So our thoughts and prayers for him to get well soon, get back with us, and we miss him.
Coach, so much of the changes that you made over the summer, the different things that you're doing this year, had to do with things that maybe didn't go to plan in the playoffs in the past. Washington at one point had something to do with that back in 2015.
How many years ago has that been?
3 years ago. How big of a test? Going, I mean, if they're still, their core similar, how good of a test will this be for you guys going up against a team like that?
A lot, Josh, and that's a very valid question. And again, that's one reason why we did change our offense and defensive approach, is to make sure that to give us some other options in the playoffs when teams do try to take away DeMar and Kyle in those situations. And that's our passing's up. We've gone from 30th to 6th in assists. That's a huge jump. So we're a different team than 3 years ago, and that's one reason why we did change things and make things different. And passing is another one. Our number of passes are way up. So all those things are huge pluses as far as playoff basketball is concerned.
Do you think that's created a different mental state for the team as well?
Just trust. Rachel, more than anything else, guys trusting each other, trusting the pass. I see a guy open over there, let's pass the ball to him, and sometimes passing for the sake of passing, moving the ball, and that defense has to shift a little bit to move the defense, moving our bodies a little bit more. So all those things gives the offense a different look, different movement. Moves it a little bit where they're not just standing there stationary staring at the basketball. So again, it's a totally different approach.
What about confidence, though?
Oh yeah, well, it should. I mean, we're a different team, and it should give us confidence that other people are scoring. And the other night, I think DeMar DeRozan had 16 points, and we ended up winning by 20. All those things should give us confidence. Again, it's not about one or two guys scoring. It's about our team outscoring their team, and I think we have a better mentality as far as that's concerned than we have been in the past.
You mentioned DeMar heading into the playoffs. By his standards, his percentages are a bit down, but his assists are a bit up. What do you make of how he closed the season and where he is heading into the playoffs?
Well, again, his numbers may be down, but that doesn't mean a lot as far as it goes back to the Toronto Raptors outscoring whoever we play. And as long as his assists are up and the ball is moving, that's more important than DeMar DeRozan being in a good rhythm or scoring big numbers or anything like that. And that mentality, Eric, will help us tremendously in the playoffs as far as winning is concerned. If we're going in worried about so-and-so not being in the rhythm or this guy's got to get his touches, that's not the mentality you want to go in with.
Dwane, acknowledging it's not going to be about one guy.
Mm-hmm.
How important is Serge on both ends? He's kind of up and down last year in his first play.
Well, it's very important that everybody's, playing well, so to speak, but as far as not in the offensive rhythm, so to speak. But rebounding is an area that all of our bigs can do a better job in. I thought that was the difference in the game last night was rebounding. I thought it was a great game for us to get ready for the playoffs, the physicality, the speed of the game, the intensity of the game. But one thing that stood out that we didn't meet the call for was our rebounding, and that's where Serge can really be a big positive help to us on the boards, using his size, using it as athleticism as much as anything else. And that's what it's going to be more of a physical battle. We've gone spurts this year being a physical team offensively and defensively. And but Serge can really give us to that because he's one of our bigger, stronger, athletic bigs.
Do you have an update on Serge's dental thing?
His tooth, he didn't say anything about it, so it wasn't he can talk and speak, and he's okay. He's fine.
Fred's shoulder.
And Fred's shoulder. Fred is sore. Not sure. His X-rays were negative, so he's going to just, it's probably just day to day to see how he goes. So.
At this point, do you think he'll play game
It's at this point I see no reason that his X-rays were negative and sore. So to this point I don't know how to say day to day.
Dwane, you didn't learn your opponent until last night. Normally, in this kind of get a few days grace or a few days sort of advance notice. How does that impact your preparation?
We've been preparing for all three scenarios for a while, as long as we knew it was going to be those three, or had an idea it was going to be those. So all the film work, the information, the game prep, the coverages, and all that we've been preparing for. It's been day and night for our coaches, but it's been, we've been preparing for them. And luckily, we were playing Miami last night, so they gave us a little heads up with them in case, that scenario played out. So, we had enough time. The whole thing that used to be like a week or 3 days or 4 days between the end of the season and the playoffs. So, but that's cut down now to 1 or 2 days. And so I think everybody's in the same situation as far as preparation is concerned.
In terms of the prep, is it a little different with them? They still shoot a lot of twos, and most teams have kind of gone to the threes, but they're still really heavy on the
Who's that, Washington? Well, a lot of it is John Wall. His penetration, his attack in the paint creates a lot, him getting to the rim. Again, you still have to respect their three-point shot. They still shooting at a high clip. They don't shoot as many, the volume, but they're shooting at a high clip, a high percentage. So that's what you worry about as much as anything, is making sure you protect the paint, and then still you got to get to the shooters. And they got some guys that can make some tough shots. So they're a little bit unconventional from that standpoint, Ryan. But the one thing you have to be prepared for is their speed, whether it's Wall's speed or Beal's speed or whoever's coming off there is coming off at 100 miles an hour. And Gortat is one of the best irritants and agitators there is in the game as far as his screening and holding and grabbing and creating a lane for everybody else, or you have to commit two to him. Now there goes a guy back cutting, off of him. So we've got to make sure we show our hands and keep our hands free around him, because he's one of the best in the league of utilizing his body and his screening ability to create lanes and alleys for other people.